This isn't a video I expected to be shooting right now. So I'm 80 k's out of Alice Springs, at a place called Stewart's Well. It's kind of the last stop before you hit Alice Springs, heading north. So I'm heading south.
Yeah, g'day guys. Just wondering if you know how to get to Alice Springs. Which way, mate? That way? Alright, no worries. Cheers.
So these guys have just parked up for the night. They'll set up camp and probably move on in the morning, I guess.
Great example of why it's probably not the best idea to drive these roads at night time, because unlike kangaroos that tend to jump out of the way, these guys tend to just stay still, but just hanging out in the middle of the road, having a drink or whatever. They're like, what do you want? What's going on? So yeah, I'll just sneak on past. Oh, now they go. Now it's all good. Thanks guys. Don't mind me. Go about your day. Ah, you're bloody a bit cute, aren't you? See you later. So where to next? To be honest, I haven't thought that far ahead. Coming here was always part of the mission, I guess, to catch up with Sarah, a friend from Adelaide, and it was really awesome to do that. But I've got a very rough, broad stroke plan. You know, I have to think about where I can set up and do some work along the way, because I am, you know, clocking in 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, and I can't spend hours driving between towns. I could ask for a few days off, but I think I'll save those up for, you know, a different kind of experience, one that I've planned fully. Well, I've well and truly been on the road for over a month now. I can well and truly say I'm accustomed to living in a confined space. Having hot showers the whole week was lovely, and something to do after work rather than sit on my computer and edit videos. One thing I will say is, if you can make it out here, definitely do it. I keep saying this over and over and over again. My camera just doesn't do this place justice, especially now how much rain there's been. I'd love to see the desert. You need to get a parks pass, and you need a four-wheel drive as well. So and a good few days to do it. And I've seen lots of solo travelers coming through as well. I was chatting to a guy this morning from Queensland, and the other night there was a lady in her mid to late 60s traveling in her troopy up from Tasmania. So it's really great to see people getting out there and giving it a go. I mean, hopefully this sort of thing can inspire anyone sitting behind the screen watching, thinking, geez, I'd love to do that one day. You can do it. Anyone can do it. You know, a little bit of planning. You don't need the most expensive rig out there. I've seen people coming out here in, you know, 15, 20 grand full drives and having a great time.
Man, I really need to clean my bloody windscreen. Okay, I'm gonna talk through the reasons why I came back to the highway. Actually, I forgot to pump my bloody tyres up. I better go do that. Yeah, even though probably more than doable, my mate suggested there's a free camp about 100 k's down the highway from here. It's probably not going to be as nice as Chambers Pillar, but I feel a little bit more comfortable on the highway in my van. And from there, I can either shoot straight up to Alice if I've had enough of being isolated by myself for a little while. But yeah, that's my thinking tonight. I don't want to push through to Alice Springs. I mean, I definitely could, but arriving, you know, after dark, looking for a place to pull up. Yeah, I'm a bit tired. So this way I can just pull up somewhere and maybe jump on the computer and do a bit of editing. Yeah, I'm trying to map out little episodes, I guess you might say. These guys are taking too long. I'm just going to use my own, which is good when you've got your own bloody compressor in the back of your car. Just means I have to get the air hose out. I probably trust my compressor more than theirs anyway. So let me show you through my garage. Here's my dragonfly awning. And behind that, I might have already showed you this in another video, but got my leveling blocks. And then back there is my little tub. And I actually have half a walking stick that I use to grab that, pull it forward. And that's my ladder there in the bottom. And that's my recovery gear. A couple of hoses, some snatch straps, puncture kit, and the pressure gauge. So here I just chuck that in there. I can actually just turn my compressor on. You can hear it pressurizing. There you go. Got pressure. And now let's grab my little gauge. I like this gauge because it only goes up to 60, and that's as much as I need. A lot of them, you know, the tool shop ones and whatever, they go up to like 120 in a car. You don't need to go that high. So this one also, you know, lets you drop it down to, you know, incrementally below 30, so you can sort of get a really good exact pressure. $50, $55, $59, call that $60. All right, that's 3 done. On to the last one. Almost there. Yeah, I guess I've come out prepared, which is good. But also, you know, another reason why I didn't take that other dirt road is because, like, I didn't prepare for that. Yeah, I just needed to hit the bitumen just briefly, just to get back into the swing of things. And with a week of work coming up, it'd be good to you know, really knuckle down and focus on the work that pays the bills. So let's get packed up and go set up camp on the Stuart Highway past Gan. So I could hardly see where I was going. I wouldn't say problem solved, but that's a fair bit better. All right, on the road again. Let me just make sure I got all my dust caps. I'd lose my bloody head if it wasn't screwed on sometimes. All right, Desert Oaks rest stop.
One of the most interesting and fun things for me over the last week was meeting some international people. Some of the guys working at Mountain Dare are from France, but they're working holiday visas, and I'm just in awe of, you know, their ability to make the effort to come out here in the middle of nowhere, to speak a foreign language, and just really own their role and do whatever they need to do to fit in. That was cool. I thought I cleaned my windscreen. Sorry about that. You know, the sun's due to set in about 45 minutes. I'm just going to be able to pull up, and it'll be my first Northern Territory sunset. No, that's a lie. I did stay in Colgaro for a night. But this should be a little bit more picturesque, I think. Okay. Pulling into the Desert Oaks rest area. There are a few caravans lined up here already. And go through and find myself a little spot, I reckon. Let's set up and chill out.
I don't feel like this place is too noteworthy. Just going to chill out after a long day of driving. Okay, what's for dinner this evening, you may be wondering? That's some chili and garlic tofu, and we're going to have that on some wraps. And I've got some hummus and some sauces, and yeah. Oh, it's 6:20 in the morning, and I'm losing my voice. So yeah, it's 170 k's to Alice Springs. I'm gonna get a real early start. I might just quickly make a coffee and then head into Alice in time for work. We have like a morning meeting at 9 o'clock, so I'll jump on that and find a place to park up and work for the day, and then work out what I'm going to do and where I'm going to stay in Alice. So let's do that. Sun's just starting to show its head. Not a bad little rest stop, actually. The sun's coming up now, and just the shapes of the landscape that you can see this morning, the colours, oh, it's bloody magnificent. That's really nice. G'day mate, I'm behind you. You're the road train with the tanker. Can I pass you around this corner?
Yeah, we'll have a look what's happening, mate. I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Right, bring me along, mate.
Come pass, cheers. Thanks mate.
Alright, have a good day.
So I've just pulled over about 100 k's out from Alice at this thing called a Cannonball Memorial, but I didn't stop for the memorial. I stopped because the sun is about to poke its head out. Past a place called Stewart's Well. I just caught the price of diesel, $3.89. I'm kind of half glad I've got a petrol because it's a bit cheaper. It was $2.80 back there. I put $100 worth in at Culgra and got 40 litres just so I could get to Alice Springs because yeah, it's like almost $1 a litre cheaper. So if I'm going to fill my tank up 170 litres, you can do the maths, can't you? It's near on 8:30 or 8:20. We've just arrived Alice Springs. You know, you've got to stop and mark the occasion. Beautiful drive this morning. Yeah, 170 k's, left at probably 6:40. It's now 8:20. I didn't go too fast. Yeah, it's just really lovely to take in the changing landscape, and you can probably see those rolling hills in the distance there. Just passing the Alice Springs Garden Cemetery now. Here we are at the Kenworth Dealer Hall of Fame. Road Transport Hall of Fame. We are at the National Transport Museum. It's a little bit cheaper for locals. I don't really want to go into the museum. Just want to camp for the day. It's pretty cool, hey? Kenworth merch. So that was pretty cool actually. I'm glad I'm here. Got the map. I'm parked right near the amenities. You get a gate code. $20 a night, unpowered. Yeah, place to park up for the 5 nights I'm here. So it's around the back of the museum, camping grounds. Lock gate behind you. All right, let's go and put our gate code in. What am I doing wrong? Face locked to you. Face locked to you. Face locked to you. Dial numbers to top row. Pull down to open. Lock is facing me. Dial numbers to the top row, which is what I've done. Pull down. Too weak. That's what it is. I'm glad I didn't call, because that would have been embarrassing. She probably got that all on camera too. Well, I got it all on camera. Okay. Geez, you feel stupid sometimes. We're in. Follow my little map here. Entry gate. Geez, there's a few campgrounds here. Let's back right up. Here we are at the National Transport Museum, which I didn't know existed. Come and have a walk with me and see what the facilities looks like. There's a couple of caravans here, but it's probably like 30 plus sites here. These are the new showers and toilets. I'm going to quickly show you around the facility. 4 shower/toilets, a laundry, a clothesline. There's an accessible one as well if you need that sort of facility. I'm happy with my decision to stay here. Yeah, we worked it out. We got there in the end. Yeah, $100 for 5 nights with showers and toilets. I think that's really reasonable, unpowered. I'm gonna get set up. Later on I'll probably have a shower and head back into town now that I've got a place to camp. Through Alice here, past these 2 rock formations. Not exactly sure what to call them, but yeah, they're a little bit awe-inspiring. I'm not expecting a lot out of the town centre, but we'll see what we've got, and maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. So this is like one of the main shopping malls, the Yeparenyi shopping mall. Got to take the lift down. Managed to get myself some vegan sushi. Tempura pumpkin, tofu, and tempura veg. It's been like 6 weeks since I've had some sushi, so looking forward to it. Cool little shopping mall. Oh, cool, as in like, you know, it's alright, there's a food court. Talking about planning, so this weekend I'm planning to head down to Kings Canyon on Saturday, spend the day there, and then hopefully make the Uluru campsite by sunset. And then the plan is to do the sunrise walk at Uluru. But then what do I do? Do I hang around Alice for another week in this campsite, or do I move to another campsite? You know, I could spend that time slowly moving up the middle towards Darwin, but it's kind of not too bad being in Alice, even though I'm like 6 k's out of Alice in pretty isolated campground. I might ask some of the locals
if there's any other sort of hot spots that they would recommend camping in, and if whether or not some of the rumors are true. Like, should I be cautious about going out at night in Alice Springs? Well, I really want to believe that it's all good, but I don't want to find out the hard way. But I don't want to live my life in fear. I want to be one of those people that trusts people and gives people the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm not going to go out looking for trouble, which I'm not that sort of person. You've probably recognised by now. So yeah, I've planned until Sunday, working this week, trying to really sort of lock in, get some good solid days done, making some clients happy, and then have a bit of my downtime exploring Uluru, getting some good content. And then I'm hoping throughout this week, a plan will start to unfold. But I might have to really make some decisions about what I want to do. I don't know. I've got to work that out, and I'm going to do what I want to do. So
Bloody hell, would you look at that? So it was time to give the old girl a bit of a scrub. She didn't come up too bad. I was carrying around the dirt a little bit like a badge of honor, like, hey, look at me, I've been in the Outback. Feeling heaps better about being a bit cleaner. Still see, I scrubbed and scrubbed. Kind of came off, but still needs another good licking, that's for sure. So yeah, it's becoming apparent that I don't really want to spend a lot of time in Alice Springs. I've only been here for a day. But let's just focus on what we can control, and that is grabbing a coffee and maybe a spot of lunch, and then we can control getting some work done for the rest of the day. So let's do that, eh? All right. So here we are at Alice Springs Brewing. This is actually the second time that I've been here. I didn't film the first time because my voice was a bit sore, and also didn't feel like it. So I'm back again tonight because I'm doing a little bit of editing. It's nice to sort of sit somewhere, have a pint, and do some editing in a public space, be around some people. This isn't a video I expected to be shooting right now. So I'm 80 k's out of Alice Springs at a place called Stewart's Well. It's kind of the last stop before you hit Alice Springs, heading north. So I'm heading south. Hasn't been a great week for me, and some people have commented in some of the last few videos being worried for me, etc., which I really do appreciate. But yeah, rather than sort of push through and continue on north, I've just been finding it a little bit difficult to work, live, travel, sightsee, do the YouTube thing at the moment, sort of all in the van, and especially I kind of headed off with limited funds, so being in these remote places, having to travel heaps far between new locations has been definitely challenging for me, and you know, it's not all just the stuff that I've been talking about and showing on film. It's you know, a lot of stuff that's been catching up with me from you know, other aspects of my personal life, and I've kind of come to realize that maybe, you know, this van journey adventure thing has been me sort of trying to outrun those things, but they are not going away. So you know, I've made the call this morning to take the day off work and make my way back to Adelaide. You know, it's a Friday now. I've got 1,500 Ks in me to get back to Adelaide, so I'll do that this weekend and regroup and get a bit of a race going and sort of regroup and get a little bit of support for myself, because you know, I've managed to pick up on that's what I'm needing right now, and rather than try and you know, white knuckle it and push through, I've just decided to do this for now, and I'm totally okay with it. Like, I'm not seeing it as a failure or you know, a backward step. I just see it as the next step, and like, I'm heaps proud of like the little adventure I've taken in the last sort of 6 to 8 weeks in the van, and I don't think it's going to be the last of it, but I just thought I should jump on and you know, try and round out this short little series, because I will be making more videos, but yeah, not sure exactly what that's going to look like. But one thing is for sure, that I think, like, people have you know, connected with me and my story, and a little bit, and my willingness to, you know, jump on the camera, jump on film, and sort of tell a little bit about where I'm at. So this is in addition to all of that, and just to sort of round that off nicely, yeah, just thought I wanted to drop that here, since I've had that huge, overwhelming support so far, and yeah, just wanted to say thanks very much. So I'm back to the daily grind in Adelaide. Why did I come back to Adelaide so soon and not head on up to Darwin? Made a beeline for Adelaide, basically. Woke up one morning and it was a Friday morning, actually, and I had a meeting with an important client, and a co-worker had that meeting, and I wasn't feeling up to it, I can tell you that much. I knew something wasn't right. The plan was to go into Uluru in Kings Canyon over the weekend, which I know was a bit ambitious in itself, and try and make it back to Alice for another work week. But I hit a wall. I just hit a wall, and some of you might have seen it coming from the way I've been expressing myself in the last few videos, or the first few videos actually. And it's hard to talk about, but I think it's really important to talk about our mental health. You know, it's quite a personal thing. A lot of people don't understand how somebody can be not happy when they're seemingly doing things that they should be enjoying. They have enjoyed in the past, have looked forward to for a long time. And that is the beast, that is depression. If you don't have issues with mental health, you probably really don't understand what it's like. But if you do, or you have had it, or you know somebody that has had troubles with mental health, it's a really hard thing to overcome. Like the smallest things just become so difficult. I've said this in a few videos as well about not having a plan or a routine. I don't think it's more about the plan, I think it's about the routine, which is what I was missing. And I've come back for a reset. I'm actively looking to talk to someone, hoping to sort some of these things that have been weighing me down for the last 10 or so years. I just want to talk about what it was like in the van for that week. Basically, I couldn't get out of bed until 10 minutes before I was due to start work. Slamming a coffee down straight away. I was scrolling on my phone and just overcome with anxiety and dread, and starting to think things were quite pointless. I wasn't enjoying Alice Springs, and I didn't feel like Alice Springs had the kind of welcoming vibe that I was looking for. I don't know if it's all me or it was a bit of, the universe saying, hey, this is not the way you're meant to be going. But I've come back to Adelaide for a reset. Basically, I've got a game plan. I'm riding my bike every day, trying to run 2 to 3 times a week, seeing someone to talk about, what I've been going through. I'm being quite open with family and friends. They've all been really supportive and understanding. So I want to keep making some content. It might be some local Adelaide related van life stuff. So, I know there's a lot of my viewers that probably haven't seen much of Adelaide. It might be a really good opportunity to showcase some of the spots and keep the van life dream alive for a little while longer. So let's support each other and look after yourselves and be understanding of people that might be doing it a bit tough, because it sneaks up on you. It really does. I think it's a great conversation to have. Like long term, I keep saying I've went all in on van life, and I set out thinking, maybe I'll spend a year, 18 months on the road, come back and buy a little block of land, I can park my van on and build myself a stone cabin. I'd still like to do that. That's a bit of a dream of mine, I think. Like, I do love Adelaide, I do love this town, but I'd love to see if there's anywhere else that I could see myself planting some roots. This sucks, traffic sucks. Really wanted to ride my bike today. The weather is gorgeous. I was literally feeling like things were pointless. But I've definitely realized the action comes first. You can't wait for motivation. Like, I know the things I'm meant to be doing. The first step is always the hardest, and I feel like I've made that first step, even if it was driving 1,500 Ks back. Sometimes you just have to take it day by day. When you lift the weight of depression, when that starts to lift, everything becomes a lot easier. It's not until now where I've realized how bloody serious it is. Yeah, I know I've got a lot of work to do, and how important it is to take it upon myself to sort myself out, because nobody's gonna do it for me. Nobody's coming to save me, and I'm not gonna lay down and quit. I want to be happy. I want to have a great another 40 years. I've done great things, and there's plenty more for me to get done. But I've also realized I've just got to be happy being me and living a normal bloody life. We don't have to strive for greatness. We just have to make sure we're doing the things that keep us going. Anyway, I'll stop gas bagging. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you soon.